how many times I gotta say the same thing? So you said very specifically, we was just doing a TikTok. You said that if I cared about you more, I am not willing to actually share you. Yes?
I mean, I think it depends on the people, like the person, like because I've absolutely seen videos of women that talk about like women that are in open relationships and they talk about like, oh well, it makes him happy, so like I am okay with it because like I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
However, for me personally, I feel like no, yeah, absolutely. Like if the stronger the connection or the stronger I feel about you. Fuck no, I'm not gonna want to share you. I'll punch that bitch in the fucking face.
So no, stay right there for a second. So why am I being punished? Because you care more.
You would do the same thing. Like a guy would do the same thing.
No, it's a difference, right? So for men,
because I don't care about him.
She's so sassy. What the button's at? For men, we don't want to share anyway. No matter if we don't care or we do care. Now, occasionally, are we running trains? Occasionally, okay? I want to be clear. Occasionally. But if we was to left it to our own devices, we're not trying to share a woman with another dude anyway. No matter if we single or in a relationship. But for you, I'm guessing, I don't know your personal life. I don't know nothing. So I'm guessing you probably had threesomes before, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Most women have, right? So, okay, stop the count. So a majority of women. Okay, let me even take the threesomes back. Okay. Majority of women have experimented in the bedroom, doing a lot of threesomes, crazy shit, etc. But the minute they get into a relationship, they literally downgrade all those certain things for just because they care about a dude.
No, I mean not necessarily like. Jealousy, for example, feeling possessive, like that absolutely plays a factor. Same way, get that look. I saw that look. Same way that it plays a factor in men, and they get all jealous and like feel in a certain type of way. A woman can feel that way too. So like being in a relationship when there's a different type of connection is what breeds for that like downgrade, as you so call it. Doesn't mean you can't have threesomes, but it is something you have to talk about with your partner because it becomes more of a thing.
But my argument is majority of women think exactly what you just displayed. That's why I had to press record. Because a lot of women, when they get into relationships, now they want to stop doing threesomes. Now they want to stop doing the crazy shit with your dude. But the moment that you get in a relationship or you start caring for a dude, you downgrade all the things that he actually want and care about. To me, it makes no sense.
So like threesomes, that's it? Like
yes, because let's for example, I want to be completely honest on this because this is the behind the scenes type shit.
So much variety without another person. Like
listen very carefully. If you can find a girl that's not fucking other dudes, that's down for you to have threesomes, that's down for you to whatever and do threesomes and shit, there would be nothing to hide about because there's nothing to lie about. There's nothing to be like dishonest about because now you're just telling her everything. Yeah, I actually would like that girl. Or the girl come to you and be like, hey, I kind of like that girl. She got a fat ass. You want to try to both of us, blah, 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 etc. So when it comes to that, now you as a dude is fulfilling all your needs biologically speaking, and the woman is filling all her needs biologically speaking because she still has the dude. I don't understand why that dynamic is not so common. But the minute y'all get into a relationship...
Because guys think that it's all about, like, I can do this and you can't do this. And it's a whole nother thing. It's a whole separate topic in and of itself. I'm
getting triggered. I'm joking. I'm never getting
I'll push them buttons.
I'll push them buttons. When it comes to that, my only disagreements or grievance, I should say, with that is, why am I downgrading because you care more? That's it.
It would be about what you care about too. And if you don't care enough to be monogamous with a person who clearly expresses that that's what they want, then they're also downgrading because like they're giving up something that matters and is important to them in the relationship as well.
Not really. You as a woman, generally speaking, are going to be monogamous anyway to the dudes that you sleep with. Now,
that's because that's what you want. That doesn't mean that's true.
I want to be very clear. I'm talking about the dudes that you're just dating. I'm not talking about the dudes that you have a relationship with. The dudes that you're dating, if you're not a hoe, I want to clear. If you're not a hoe, generally you're going to be with one dude. That fucks up. You're going to jump to another dude. That fucks up, etc. You do from one dude at a time, generally speaking. if you're not a hoe.
Only because you call them hoes. Because you see it that way. That is your personal opinion about the way that you view women who have sex with multiple partners. Because you have a certain standard for them than you have for the men who do the exact same thing. Both are the same. There are men and women who are both capable of being monogamous and actually living a happy life that way, or being totally fine and committing to each other in that way. There are also both types of people who don't like to do that. Like, that's just not something that they like or that they want for themselves, men and women alike. So they would rather be able to sleep around. That's where you literally have polyamorous relationships come into play, because it's not just the guy who's doing shit.
Do you know why we having poly coming around now and threesomes more around now? Here's the real reason.
Because people are being open about what they want.
No.
Okay.
Because men are being open about what they want. Thank you. So women been open about what they want. Men been having to perform to women's standards. Oh, I don't date a man that's not a certain height. I don't date men that don't have certain money. I don't date men that have a certain status, etc. Men having to perform been a thing since probably the beginning of time. It's only so recently where men having spaces and podcasts like this, etc., where men can express how they feel and what they want with women. So now we are like, nah, bro, that's not gonna fly. I'm not gonna give you all my shit, and I'm a millionaire, and I'm 6'2", and I'm handsome as fuck, and I'm blah blah blah. I'm not gonna give you that by myself when I can just fuck a lot of bitches at the same time. No.
Then just stay single.
She triggered.
Yes, 1,000%. Like, it's just the stupidest thing I've ever. Just stay single.
No.
Or literally find someone who is open to or participates in polyamorous relationships. Like, look for that. Don't get into a monogamous relationship, cheat on that person, fuck them up emotionally because they went into it thinking that you were for them and that they were for you, and then you switched the fucking script, went off and did your own thing without even actually communicating that that's what you wanted or were doing.
Okay, I would actually agree, to be honest. I agree with that. I've told you this multiple times. I agree with that. The only problem is majority of dudes don't have enough leverage, or they don't think they have enough leverage or balls, whatever you want to call it, to say
Strength,
that.
Strength, gumption, confidence.
That's not confidence.
Insecure men. Speak your mind. It's okay. It's okay.
She's attacking y'all character right
now.
No,
I'm speak your mind. Don't hold back. You don't need to always constantly conform. That's what this whole thing, men gotta conform to everything. They got that harsh reality. Just don't.
Now you speaking
Free
facts.
yourself up.
Now you speaking facts.
Open your mind. Open your thoughts. Talk about how you feel.
Now
Guess
you
what?
speaking facts.
We're most likely gonna be open to it, and honestly, so hard. And honestly, it's attractive. It's attractive. I'm not saying go and cry on your woman's shoulder the very first time that you talk to her about everything. Like, any kind of emotion, and especially depending on who the person is, can come off very strong. Yeah. If I just meet this guy and we're talking, we're having a good conversation, and then all of a sudden, whatever I'm doing, I start bawling my eyes out, there's still a very high possibility that despite how much he likes me, he's going to be like, oh, shit. Same thing.
No, it's not. No, I disagree.
It's definitely the same.
We about to get into another topic. I can't do this. I can't do this no more, Mel. All right.
Got people coming.
Not even that. It's just I know for a fact that certain things has to be addressed a certain way, and for you to say that's a whole conversation, because at the end of the day, men are built to handle women's problems. Men are built to be like, hey, come into your life and be like, hey, what are your problems? How can I fix it, etc. No, go ahead. Speak your mind. Let's go.
If men were built to handle women's problems, they would actually be able to do it, but they can't.
Who invented tampons? Don't worry, I'll wait. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, speak on it.
Oh, okay. So
when
you're talking about
when you get into a relationship and you have financial problems, who do you
compare?
When you get into financial problems, who do you tend to go with? Your man, right, or your father, or your bigger brother, or brother in general? It doesn't have to be older or younger, but you tend to go to a man. You don't tend to go to a woman. When you get into a fight or a violence type of situation, who do you tend to go towards? Your dad, your brother, your man?
No, that's not true. I would absolutely go to my mom, because I know that, one, she's going to have the softer understanding and try to actually help me get and figure out what is going on or what I'm going through, versus that macho status of the man that's just going to be like, I'm gonna punch him because he hurt your feelings. Like that's not always the answer to everything.
When you
and
call
I feel
the police,
like that's
who
like
typically shows up? Men or women? When you call the ambulance, who typically shows up? Men or women?
okay. First of all, are you talking about like a lack of women in certain workforces?
Don't move the goalposts.
Because of the fact that they haven't been able to get in them for so long, so it's a very different ratio. That does not on any level compare.
We are not changing topics.
Look at the fucking vein in my forehead. Look what you're doing.
We are not changing topics again. No, we stand.
This is done. You're making my veins pop. I'm getting heated.
Yes, I did have that effect. When it comes to relationships and when it comes to things in your life, you typically lean towards men than you do women. Now, I understand when it comes to certain womanly things. Yeah, I would hope that you tend to look more towards women.
Womanly things.
Yeah, like I don't know, hygiene or how to do my hair or nails. I don't know, fucking woman shit. But I'm talking about life in general. I'm talking about life problems.
1,000%. Like in certain aspects, I would go to a man if I need something heavy lifted.
I would say all aspects except for women shit.
I would definitely do that. If someone, was physically mean to me and that was another man, absolutely, to help me with that problem, I'd go to a man. But in so many more aspects, I would go to a woman. Think about every time that a girl...
Top 3.
Whenever a girl goes through something, like the first person she goes to, her best friend.
Which is...
She ain't going to her... unless she's in an extremely committed, really close relationship with her boyfriend, something's going on. And quite frankly, if something's going wrong with the boyfriend... I'm about to trigger
Mel real quick. Don't let your woman go to her female friends about their relationship. That shit's dumb to me. Now, maybe if the woman is married and the woman don't have no hoish past or hoish behavior, you vetted her, you know her yourself, etc., then maybe you can. But generally speaking, they gonna give them bad advice. They gonna tell them, oh, green grass is green on the other side, boo-boo, let's go party, let's go turn up, let's go to the club, let's go to the bar.
Oh my God.
And it's going to destroy your relationship.
Insecure thinking. That's insecure thinking.
She attacking character right now. She attacking character right now. Point is...
Who's triggered now?
Point is, what started this whole discussion, let's go back to the original topic so we can end this behind the scenes. I do, because I don't miss. The original topic was men have certain preferences, women have certain preferences. Why should I get into a relationship if I am going to be deemed as less things that I want to be in said relationship? I'm just going to be dating.
Don't get into it.
I know.
Just don't get into the relationship.
But that lies the problem.
Literally just go sleep around and enjoy yourself. It's as simple as that, guys. You don't have to get into a relationship just to treat her like crap by cheating on her and making her feel horrible.
Who loses in the end, though?
What do you mean?
Who loses if that a society was like that?
If the guys just stayed single if they wanted to?
Yeah.
I mean, the woman would on certain aspects. So would the guy.
Loses? No.
Both lose because first of all, you're gonna die alone with nobody to follow you up, no children to continue your legacy. You're literally like nothing at that point in time. A human's purpose, even animals, was to reproduce.
Well, humans are animals, but
yes,
yeah,
mammals. Anyway, the whole thing.
Go ahead, Miss Forehead.
Don't be hating on my forehead just because you got yours covered up, okay?
Oh, she got jokes. No, go ahead. She's attacking my forehead. It's crazy. Go ahead.
If a mammal's person's sole purpose is to reproduce.
Yes,
it's the whole
I
thing.
agree.
They want that
purpose.
because that could thus carry on everything that they've done in their lifetime.
Yes, yep.
So a man will ultimately also suffer in the situation in which he continues or chooses to stay single and doesn't.
He can just have kids with one of the hoes.
You can, if you're gonna take care of them. Otherwise, then they're not carrying on shit because they ain't attached to you.
Yeah, I would agree to definitely take care of your kids, but he can just he can just have kids with anybody. That's my argument. Is this: when it comes to relationships,
so then the girl doesn't lose out on that aspect because if he's taking care of the kids, he's ultimately taking care of her as well. Because
he's gonna lose. He's gonna not fuck with her. He's just gonna fuck with the kid.
No, it doesn't matter. it doesn't matter. Financially, by supporting that child, he will ultimately be also supporting the woman. Maybe not entirely. She may still have to work for some stuff, but his money makes a difference in their lives. What she uses that money for will be to raise the children, but also to help herself financially. So you are also supporting her basically just by having the kids. You're tying yourself to this person who's going to need support for the rest of their life.
Well, for 18
Until
years.
18.
Yeah. But point is, when it comes to men, they can be happy with their success. They can be happy with their job and their legacy, music, etc., blah, 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 blah. Women typically derive their happiness from family, kids, etc. So if you don't have that when you are 30, 35, 40, etc., guess what? When you hit 30, like 80% of your eggs is gone. When you hit 35, now it's a high-risk pregnancy. So you have a time clock ticking, but a man that's fucking around doing that whole shit, etc., at the same exact age, he's gonna look over you because he don't want you no more because you used up. You used goods. So my overall thing.
Men are creepy and they only go for young girls.
Oh my God.
Watch out.
We're not finna go to another topic. Let's stay on topic. Because that's not creepy. That's niggas' preferences. That's guys' preferences. She's that trigger. I'm getting triggered. Because
just saying. I'm a fan. I like older guys. That's not what I'm saying. I've been with an older man. However, if you're 40
men,
plus and you're going with
age.
someone who was literally half your age, who was like an infant when you were already a full-grown adult, it's creepy.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Why are men's standards always demonized? It's always creepy, or he a pedophile, or he this, or I don't even like to say that word because I'm gonna get demonetized on YouTube. I need my money. This is about to get real in a second.
That's going down a whole different freaking hole.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I want to get back, but point is, men are a certain way. It's biology. It's not he's creepy. It's biology. Why is it biology? Because between the ages of 18 to 24, you are best likely to have healthy offspring. It's quite simple. Why is it as a man?
But most of those men aren't even actually trying to have kids. They just want young pussy. So they are creepy.
Oh my God. I'm so done with this girl. And when it comes to men, why are they most attractive at 30 to 35? Because now the things that women care about the most, they now have status. They still healthy enough to actually look decent. They have money. They have certain things now. So why at that age they the best? Okay, let me just give you statistics right now. From 16, I think from 18 to 60, men prefer girls from 18 to 24, regardless of the age, from 18 to 60. All right? Woman... She said creepy. Women prefer dudes that are 3 to 7 years older than they are. All right? So whatever they age are, add 3 to 7. That's what they prefer. Why is that? Because the dude that's older than you hopefully has more resources, has more money, has more status, has more things together. It's simple. It's biology. It's not creepy. It's just so to say.
Everything's tighter when you're younger, so...
They're
looking for something else other than children.
What's your IG?
They ain't all making children.
What's your fucking IG?
You got Mel. Go follow me.
All right. If you enjoyed this video, this behind the scenes, if you want to follow her fucking Instagram will be in the description below somewhere.
He's not supporting it anymore.
If you want to get Red Pill and Chill on Amazon, this is Red Pill and Chill. It's on Amazon. Get it while you can. And I'm out. Peace.